You can tell I'm very out of breath. This hike is brutal. Greetings from the new Almaden district or neighborhood, whatever you want to call it, in San Jose. So today we'll be exploring the Almaden Quicksilver Museum as well as the county park. Now, what is so special about this place is that here you can see the history and a little sneak peek of the past of the California Gold Rush. So we'll be seeing a lot of old mining equipment as well as some ghost towns, which I think is really exciting. We're going to stop by at the museum first just to learn a little bit more about the history before we head over to the park and start hiking to see the ghost towns. Behind me, this magnificent looking mansion back here, if you can see that. This is where the museum is housed. So let's check it out. Look how cute this is. They changed it into a little miner, a little robot miner. Hello! Hello, Mr. Miner. Is the museum open yet? Esteban? Is that your name? Esteban? Got any gold for us? No, not yet? You just started working today? Right on. Now home to the new Almaden Quicksilver Mining Museum, this classic revival style house was known as Casa Grande, the big house by the mining community. It was the home and office of the mine superintendents, as well as a country retreat for wealthy mine investors. I'm inside the museum right now and it's pretty cool, you guys. But from what I gathered, this mine was actually a mine that mined cinnabar, which is a rock that can be used, or if you heat it up very well, it oozes mercury vapor, and that's how we were able to produce a lot of mercury back in the day. One half of the museum houses the mining relics, photographs, and examples of the cinnabar rocks that were mined in the nearby mountains. Cinnabar is rich with a metal called mercury, also known as quicksilver, and it is useful for processing gold among other precious metals. Since this mine operated around the California Gold Rush days, you may understand why Almaden was such a success. Okay, this is pretty cool. So this is what would be in the doctor's cabinet back in the day. Look at all that. It has salt in there. What is that called? Picot salt. Laxative tablets. Nice. On the other end of the museum is where you will find what the house may have looked like back in the 1900s. It is a wonderful peek into how comfy life was for the superintendents and families. So this is where the women probably spent most of their time, right here in the drawing room, as well as the children. And then when you go in here, this is where the men would be doing all their business talk. I really enjoyed this part of the museum. I love how everything is staged. I love all of the little intricate details, the china pots, the little paintings. Everything is just so nicely decorated. It just makes you feel like how it would be back in the day when you're in high society. So yeah, I've always wondered what it would be like Then again, I'm like Asian, so my story will be completely different. But yeah, it's just really nice to just pretend, you know. All right, guys, we finished with the museum, which was actually so much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I really loved how they just designed all of the exhibits. Everything was interesting. But now we are here at the Almaden Quicksilver County Park. And what is so amazing about this place is that this is where the mines happened, you guys, which is really cool because there are not only one, but there are two distinct ghost towns here. One is called the English camp and the other one is called the Spanish camp. And then of course there are the mine shafts and all of the left equipment that are still installed, but of course it's not running, but it's still cool to see. So let's get our hike started because I cannot wait to see them again. Yes, I have been here before, just didn't really like the footage that I took of it, so I'm doing it again. But this time with the museum, so it's better than last time. All right, let's get started. I'm just rambling now. But the cool thing about this place is that it does have a map. So here's the map right here, and it comes with a historic trail for you to follow. So Mayan, can you hold this for us and open it up to show us the map? So here is the map. So there are 14 different stops that you can do. I don't think we're gonna do all of it because that's just a really crazy hike, and I don't think we're ready for that today since it's already around 2. So yeah, so we're going to try to get to the English Village as well as Church Hill and maybe do a little roundabout from there. Thank you. Almaden Quicksilver County Park is the site of over 100 years of mining activity. It is named after another cinnabar-rich mine located in Spain, also called Almaden, meaning the metal in Arabic. This park is also home to a few mining communities. The best known are the English camp and the Spanish camp, where a few buildings are still left standing. As you can see, our hair are both pulled up. That means this hike is pretty strenuous. We had to already take 2 breaks because everything was just uphill. So if you look very closely, you can see a hole in the side of the cliff. That dark little mark in the center. That could be an old mine shaft. All right, we found another marker. So if we go downhill, getting there will take almost a mile, but if we decide to go uphill, it'll be 0.3 miles, a shorter way. Which way do you want to go? The shorter way or the long way? Uphill or downhill? All right. She knows the way to my hiker's heart, you guys. She's like one of the best hiking buddies I've ever had in my life. Thank you. Okay guys, we are finally here to English camp, and this is what remains of the once very busy camps of dozens of families. This is all that is left. It's not very much, just letting you know. Ta-da! Yay! English camp! So this is what English camp used to look like. So in the 1860s, when this area was at its boom, there were over 1,000 men, women, and children that lived in this area. But let's continue to explore because there are still a few more buildings to see, as well as old mining equipment. Check out this chimney, you guys. The only thing remaining out of this building. And I believe this houses something too. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, everything is so overgrown. 4 years ago when I came here, it was so much more cleaned up where you can actually walk along the paths without getting poked by these pretty but very, very prickly flowers. But yeah, everything was just a lot easier to go towards and see. So now everything is booby-trapped. So this is what it looks like inside that cement cube. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. And now we're gonna have to take the Yellow Kid Trail to go to Spanish Camp. So here is the reason why this trail is called the Yellow Kid, and it has to do with a tunnel that has a yellow vein in the earth. So it was named after a very popular cartoon about an Irish immigrant boy wearing a yellow shirt. Interesting. Interesting what you find out. Alright guys, we came to a plaque called the Main Tunnel, and this is kind of where the start of the Spanish camp, and it is a mix of Mexican, Spanish, and Chilean miners. Yeah, let's continue on and hopefully we'll get there soon. But judging on the path that we see right now, it seems like there's a little bit more of an uphill. Check it out. The dreaded uphill battle with no shade. Let's see if it's actually close. So here are the buildings that used to be part of Spanish Town. Not much left of it, but it's really cool to see nevertheless. Alright guys, now that we have found Spanish Town, sadly we did run out of time today, so we have to get going now. However, like I said before, I was here before and was able to see a little bit more than today. So I'm going to put in a few clips and a little bit of information about the things that you can see here besides the English camp as well as Spanish Town. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet, and that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming with us again. And yeah, if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see future videos of mine. And I hope you guys all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, happy wandering.